Espinoz.
Who wants to learn?
On the other side.
Here.
Yo.
Alright, I heard you have issues with the strike points you received.
Hold on. Let me make sure if I have a reason to be mad. Let me check an email I received. I received 15 strike points!
Correct.
Why was this not communicated to me?
We're communicated via the pursuit channel, and Snow notified. I don't know if Snow notified you already, but your certification was either temporarily removed or permanently removed.
So I got an email from Snow. He says that
Congratulations, man.
he says I am removing your interceptor certification. He
Appreciate
doesn't
you.
say permanently or temporarily, and I was uninformed of any strike points.
Okay, maybe you were removed from the pursuit channel before you got the notification, but you have been given 15 strike points for failing to repair and refuel the interceptor before your shift ended knowingly.
Okay. Can I ask why no one made an effort to try and communicate from my side of the story before a outcome was determined?
Well, okay, so I can tell you that right now. Did you or did you not have a conversation with Sky about the status of the interceptor?
No.
You did not have a conversation with her, because that's really weird, because in shift 3, she always makes sure that all interceptors are repaired. She said she had a conversation with you about repairing the interceptor, and you said, oh, someone should get to it as you went off duty.
That never happened, sir. At no point
That never
in time-
happened.
I barely know Sky.
I tend to agree on Sky's side, because there's no reason why Sky would ever say that if that didn't happen. There was even a note on the ground. There was even a note on the ground that said, Croc, fix your interceptor.
At no point in time did I see any note, or did I have any comment, or did Sky make an effort to reach out, contact me, call me on radio, 311, 911, or personal phone, or any means, not even through dispatch. There was no conversation. She never called me or informed me of anything.
She said she'd talk to you in person.
Did she yell at me as I was leaving? Because I do not recall this conversation. I've been active. I've been in the Interceptor team for months. I've been always making sure I've repaired cars. I've even called out other people for repairing cars. I go off duty and I wake up to an email saying I've been removed from Interceptor Cert. And I really wish that my side of the story was heard, because I personally feel like people don't actually like me, because I feel like there's just large disrespect that you wouldn't even consider to hear my side of the story.
Well, when I see someone that is a consistent, outstanding member of the police force that tells me one side, and you're saying that that never happened, I'm gonna tend to agree with Sky. I'm 100. Like, if I have one side of the story saying that she would never approach you, and the other side of the story that she consistently makes sure that all the interceptors are repaired and refueled, and approached you, and you basically brushed her off, I'm gonna side with her. Yeah.
So, Espinoz, your argument is that I'm not an upstanding and reliable police officer?
I'm saying that the fact that she's putting in effort, she's putting in work, she is a consistent, outstanding member of the police force, and I'm going to be honest. If she tells me that she had a conversation with you in person, she has no reason to lie or no reason to just fabricate a conversation about an interceptor being repaired or refueled. I'm going to side with her, because I really don't believe that she did not approach you.
So do you really believe that she didn't actually hear my side of the story? And did she tell you that I actually spent 20 minutes going out and trying to fix cars but couldn't because of factors outside of my contrul? Did she actually tell you that?
Did you not have a conversation with her?
No, I never got to explain my side of the story to her at all. The first thing I was informed is that my interceptor cert was removed. Did she? I never engaged in a conversation with her.
If you're around and Sky's around, we're gonna have a conversation. But as of right now, I'm fully standing with my decision right now, and until we have a dialogue between you two, it'll be this way.
Espinoz, I have very high respect for you, and I am going to speak how I personally do feel. And I understand that, I do understand that, you know, you are the one who says final words, but I also believe that open communication is how problems do get fixed. And I do believe that openly saying feelings is how we overcome problems instead of hiding them. But I'm personally extremely offended that you would not consider even hearing my story and you automatically dismiss even the thought of considering my side of events. And that is extremely disrespectful, and I do not wish to rejoin an Interceptor team where people cannot even take me seriously. I do not wish to rejoin the Interceptor team, and I will stay as a CVPI. I'm extremely disrespected, extremely offended, and I do not entertain this type of thought. I do not wish to work with people. I do not wish to work with people that cannot even give a thought to hear my side of a story. I tried my best to work with your guidelines, and I've been disrespected and shat on.
This is not the first time that this has happened, Croc. You've done it before in the past.
Well, it would be the last time, personally. I'm not entertaining rejoining this team.
All right, that's fine. You're dismissed.
Thank you. I don't want to fucking work with a team that just don't even want to consider taking me seriously. This is why cops fuck off. This is literally why cops fuck off and do not log on. It's bullshit. I'm dismissing your side of the story because I can't be fucked. I'm dismissing your side of the story because you're not an upstanding officer. Fuck that shit. I literally do not give a fuck. I enjoy your fucking stupid interceptors. I'll drive a CVPI and outrun all you dumb fucks. I cannot stand the fucking ego. I don't want to really have any team. I don't want to be part of a team that can't really consider, like, they literally said to my face, saying to my face that they're only believing her over me because she's an upstanding police officer who's done work. Am I not? It's literal favoritism. Like, what is that? Like, they're just gonna remove me from the team without even hearing my side? I don't even want to work with idiots like that, personally. Like, even if I was, like, here's the thing, even if I was at complete fault, the fact they did not even want to hear me out is what disrespected me. So, it just pissed me off so much. They don't even want to consider hearing what I have to say. Done to the rug.
Hey, 77 at Little Soul. Out south, he's pushing something at the chain gang block, but he's like by himself.
You go hard on your own crew. That's an OSC thing, but yeah. More serious than a lot of cops, good for and help cop mains.
Alright, stop him right here. He's inside Diddler Den right now.
I'm just gonna come talk to him. Needs to be there, plus.
All right, Croc. So Sky is on duty, and I want to make sure that this situation gets fully clarified. So, because I just fail to believe that the conversation never happened. So, say again from your point of view, Croc, to Sky and to us, what happened? Sky, did he reply back to you?
Yes.
I did?
What did he say?
Someone should, oh no, someone should repair that. And then you drove out of MMPD.
Honestly, I don't know what to say. I don't recall making this conversation.
And was there someone with you that heard that, Sky?
Jonathan Hale.
I genuinely don't. As someone that's always made sure to go and repair his car, even when I'm dead tired and I want to go to bed, just like everyone else, and I've openly admitted to mistakes before and used the PD chat in the past to inform that cars have been non-repaired, and I've always made sure that people are paid back before the budget comes in. I still find that you know, the fact that the side of my story to hear that I actually did try to go and fix cars that allegedly requested me to do was completely dismissed and not even considered to be heard. If you actually look at the Ranger Blazer ATV, you'll see that I took it out because I took it to go off-road to find the C7 and I looked at it to go and fix it. The car wasn't there. I was not aware of the retrieve function. Yes, I did leave a Mustang unrefueled after I drove it for 15 minutes, and the Dodge that I did not repair, which I don't really have too much of excuse of other than my eyes were scuffed and I could not come back to the city because I was having head issues, is the only real card that I got to play. The C7, I did everything in my opportunity to go and fix it, but I'm still highly upset the fact that I've just been conned off as if my opinion is not even valid. I'm not really upset about me losing my Interceptor Cert or the actions that I did. I admit that I wasn't perfect. I admit that I was in the wrong. I admit I could also do better, and I understand that a punishment is fair, and I do think one should be applied. I'm more pissed off that my fellow co-workers aren't even going to hear me out for a second. That's what I'm more upset about.
That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, no, the true feelings have been shown, personally. I feel extremely disrespected. Like, it was already thrown off of what... Espinoz, I really do respect you, but I'm honestly quite upset about this.
Okay, are you just listening to yourself? Sky had someone next to her. She told you had a conversation with her, and you don't even remember it.
Do you remember everything that you say in your day? Oh my
I
God,
mean,
it's starting again.
If it's in regards to Interceptor, like important matters, yeah, I do.
I think moving forward, I can understand both sides of the story. All right, let's be real. I've spoken to Croc before, and you get a response that I don't even think he knows he responded himself, and I'm not sticking up for anyone. But in a situation like this where a cert's being removed or whatever, I think maybe both parties should be spoken to like this before like a final decision is made. That way everyone gets to get their story out, everyone gets to hear what's going on, and then there's no ill feelings or anything like that. You know, it saves any of that issue.
Thank you.
At the same time, it was pending. It was the cert was removed pending this conversation, and we also talked about being temporary and not permanently. But from what I heard from that conversation from Sky's side, considering her track record and history in repairing vehicles, like it was pretty alarming. So that's why Snow was also really upset. And
I totally understand, but yeah.
But you have to also understand.
Think,
let's say the roles were reversed, okay? I love Snow to death, but how would Snow? Can you imagine the reaction of Snow if I went to him and I removed his Air 1 cert because someone told me he pitted someone with a helicopter? Could you imagine the reaction from him? I think the city would explode if you removed his Air 1 cert.
What do you mean he leads it?
Yeah, but let's say it was flipped around. Because I mean at this point I don't care about the.
To be fair, there are people that can do that. There are, and you know if word got to them, it could happen. But it's it's obviously a little bit more tricky, and there's higher levels of communication that you go through. But it's I honestly think Snow would temporarily suspend himself from air if someone called him out on that.
And I mean, it's not just what you think. I've actually called out Snow for not repairing and refueling before, and he like deeply apologized for it because he felt bad. Like no one's really immune to it.
So you talk to him, but you're gonna talk to me?
You went off duty without even announcing yourself 42 while I was still on duty.
I was dead. I was in the hospital. But the point
you
still
got
stands.
shot at pillbox, yes.
By the end of this, the point still stands. I personally feel I personally feel unwelcomed within the Interceptor team, and I feel like I'm unvalued at the same time. And I don't really wish to return to a team that doesn't value me or care to hear my side of the story. Well, what really grinded my gears was the whole. Look, no disrespect to you, Sky. This is really the words of Espinoz. I don't really know you that well, Sky, but I feel like I was dismissed because Espinoz said to my face, Sky is an upstanding officer and I believe her over you. Not even wanting to hear my side of the story. And that kind of grinded my gears to the point to where I don't really care about the Interceptor stuff anymore. I simply just feel unwelcome and unvalued in this police department. I feel like my time could possibly be sat somewhere else.
Okay, listen. If I compare the true track records, and Sky's role that she's been filling in shift 3, she has a witness of the conversation happening, and you don't even remember it. What do you want me to say, Croc?
Oh, let me talk to the witness. Hey, man. What's been going on? So, what happened with that? So, apparently I talked to someone.
Jonathan.
Okay,
Yeah,
rightio.
he's
So
not.
has anyone actually spoken to you? Oh, they have. Oh, oh, they haven't. Oh, okay, that's right. Oh, so we'll just remove the cert and say that you're not actually wanted here, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Okay.
Probably realize,
Okay. Real good. Thanks for the information. I really do appreciate it.
I can see his point. Like he's basically being told that he's being believed over someone else.
Like personally, Espinoz, if you were just
You know what I
coming
mean?
to me,
Like I would take a even side and just say, hey, like, you know, I have no reason to believe that she would lie to me regarding it or whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe your wording was just poor, even though I know you have no ill intention, I suppose.
like
I
if
mean,
you
I think
just
maybe-
heard me out, this would be completely different. I would have accepted my punishment and moved on. But the fact you didn't even want to hear me out is just throwing me completely away from the team. I think it's a bit too late to try and recoup it. I'm firm on the ground. I ain't gonna say I'm not joining a team and then back up on it. I'm done with the Interceptor team. You can expect me to not reply.
All right, sounds good. All right,
Okay.
we're done then.
Thank you. I really wish you would hear other officers out. This is why people stop waking up.
Croc, stop wearing the scar if you want more strike points.
Look, sir, I just want the best for this department like everyone else. And unfortunately,
Oh, just like me. You shouldn't be using the scar.
sir, I love this department just as much as you. I just think we should use the tool of education, communication to try and better people instead of just hearing one side of the story. You're one of the smartest cops I know. I would disappoint you didn't try to use that tactic. I've made mistakes, and so have other people. I understand that, you know, hearing one side from someone that's never let you down is pretty alarming. But people make mistakes too. I was just really disappointed you did not want to hear my side of the story. As someone that's been a cadet for a year and been by your side in shift 3 and always had your back, I was very disappointed that you didn't have mine. I'll go swap the scar. I just wish that you would. I don't care about the Interceptor. I'm just disappointed you didn't want to hear my side because Sky is an upstanding and respectful officer, and clearly, to you, I'm not.
I know I probably shouldn't, but
Damn it, Croc.
Motherfucker loves these monologues, dude.
He does.
oh god, there's no one else.
See that violin?
That was the team. That was the team monologue. That's more emotion than I've gotten half in shift 2 in like the past week.
Well, that's the
Hey.
problem. Shift 2.
Hey. All I want to say is, if he held himself to the same standard as he holds civilians and judges,
I mean,
Oh
I
my
mean, oh
god.
my god, motherfucker, come on, dude. You are on a fucking high pedestal if you're doing that kind of shit.
I mean, watching him get rolled against Crane was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
Because I play Dundee, when they see me as Shitlord Dundee, they can't differentiate Dundee from Whippy. And they don't realize that I play Croc as different as I can possibly be. I actually go to bench trials. I actually make sure people are doing their job correctly. I actually make sure that people are doing the right thing. I actually try and fight for criminals and make sure they're not getting fucked by cops at the same time. I've actually openly confessed and taken punishment for crimes I could have easily swept under the rug. By the end of the day, I love Haunted. It's all in character, but still, I feel frustrated. By the end of the day, it is just a video game.
I got
man.
31, 23 pillbox.
It's just a video game.